Libra, hello and welcome to your extended November 2024 reading exclusively here on Patreon. I'm going to start by taking it card by card, I guess. Don't give up, Libra. The current energy around you of the Nine of Wands is encouraging you to keep up the good fight, persevere. You will get this over the line. Stamina and endurance are important attributes for you right now. The Queen of Swords. This is you actually with Cardinal Air, Queen of Swords. Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I know it isn't easy to persevere with this, to keep it up, but the Nine of Wands is trying to get to the Ten of Wands, and the last leg of this race is going to be maybe the most challenging. The last trimester, the final mile of the marathon, you know what I'm trying to say. It gets tough towards the end of your goal, but you are almost there. The good thing about the Queen of Swords is she can see the end in sight. You can see how this project or this body of work is going to be completed. Your vision is not faltering, even though there might be moments of self-doubt or even total disbelief in your ability to push this farther, to get it done, to win, to get the outcome that you have been striving towards for a long time now. I really think you can still see the reasons why you started this. You haven't lost faith, in other words. King of Cups. It could be you as a leader. It could also be a relationship you're in. Let's take this a little deeper. Some of you are being a little bit frosty or cold to the person that you're in relationship with. I did mention that this person kind of had their back up a little bit, or you know, some sort of a like defensiveness. Yeah, the Four of Cups. It's somewhat of a lack of interest in the person you're dealing with. Maybe it's not your romantic interest, but there's certainly disinterest around you and another person. I did mention in the YouTube version that, you know, you were not really interested, Four of Cups, in expanding on a certain connection anymore. Whether or not that's romantic or friendship, family, you're just like, you're not really pouring into that relationship anymore. I still don't think it's like hard feelings or something massively wrong here. It's just like you can see that that relationship has its limits, and that's because you might have a limitation, the other person has a limitation, so it can't, like, you can't go any further than talking about the past almost, or just like staying in a certain fixed container. There is a little less room for growth in a certain relationship. It's not to say it's bad, it just isn't changing or evolving with you. And that really doesn't mean like throw the baby out with the bathwater, but perhaps finding a balance between the new experiences that are coming up for you in November and beyond, and where you're coming from, which is the Ten of Cups, that satiation of connection. You know, this is probably one of your old friends, or someone you've been with a long time, or someone from your family. You know, you're never not going to love this person or care for this person. It's just, it's not even a judgment. It's just something that's coming up for you right now. So don't feel guilty. There's nothing wrong here. Let's look at the Two of Pentacles. The difference between the conscious, I've got to think about this, I need to make a decision, I need to know where to invest my time, my money, I need to call the bank, I need to call my business partner. And then the subconscious, King of Swords, we'll pull two cards here for the conscious and subconscious of like, no, Libra, this is serious shit. You have to make your choice and you have to be able to stick with it, because the consequences, all of that storyline we were talking about in the YouTube. Pull two cards, please, for Two of Pentacles and King Well, we have got the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Once bitten, twice shy, and consciously, you know that you're going to be a success with this, okay? You know you've got what it takes. You know you've got the money, you've got the flair, you've got the style. You know you've got the inspiration, the knowledge. This is foolproof, okay? But I get it. Subconscious is like, well, no, once bitten, twice shy. I kind of made an embarrassment of myself, or I trusted the wrong person. The men in the white coats, right? Or the men in the suits. I trusted the experts. I trusted people who apparently were perceived to have an authority, and this makes you kind of balk and have some self-doubt and slow down. Bottom of the deck is another King and the Fool card. It slows you down from the role of taking risk, reasonable risk, of course, of pursuing what lights your fire. There's this sterile quality here in the subconscious mind, the quality of, I suppose, feeling like robotic almost. This tells me that the subconscious mind still has a tendency to work from a survival mode, robotic state. And it's like, this is a lot of, you might see the Five of Swords been mentioned by tarot readers as like responses to trauma or stress, flight, fight, fawn, freeze, whatever you're in at the moment, maybe a combination. The subconscious mind, unfortunately, is quite powerful, and there is like, I think actually the decision that the subconscious mind is like, fight, make a decision here, and strike out and commit and do something to combat any kind of like fear. Whereas the conscious mind wants to weigh things up more, wants to feel grounded and make a sensible, practical choice based in a healthy notion of high self-worth and self-esteem. So just know that at now it seems like your subconscious mind is playing out a pattern from a time where they've been burned, hurt, bullied, scorned, you know, fucking, this was wild, right? This was bad. And the conscious mind is evolved from that now and wanting to try and demonstrate a just healthier way of making choices and figuring things out. Sometimes the subconscious mind is not all about, like, it's not always where it's at or what should be listened to. The subconscious mind could be bringing in influence from childhood, past life, whatever it may be. The Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups. I want to look back into the Ten of Cups, Libra. It's where you're coming from at this time. And for me, it's all about like happy families, emotional cycles being brought to a close, culminating positively, forgiveness, connection, belonging, good times, good people, the gang's all here. It's in the past, the Devil card coming through. It's in the past. It doesn't necessarily mean it's dead in the water or should be left in the past. It's just that for some reason, this November, Libra, your soul wants to, for some reason, have these new experiences, meet new types of people. You're going round and round with other people from the past. It's okay. Like I said, it can be nurturing, but the Devil card coming through just with a little bit of a sort of like heed caution, because maybe, just maybe, this is a closed loop energetically. And without a lot of growth, you might start to feel a heavier dose of Four of Cups, stagnation, boredom, a lackluster, lack of motivation and mojo, even some depressive mood. So the soul's yearning for new experience now. Something fun and exciting and a little different to sink your teeth into. Not brand new. You've got some experience here. You're going to be breaking something in a little bit, trying something on for size, You still have to break it in, like these Converse that this person is wearing. I always have to break in my Converse, but I've worn them many times before. So you've worn this outfit before, you've tried this on for size at least. Seven of Pentacles. This is just about continuing to have faith and patience in what it is that is growing for you, what it is that you have nurtured to the point of trusting that it's going to pay off. Or Libra, you're going to make a break, you know. If you're not going to do something about this, if you're not going to talk this out with this person or address this, might you just have to accept it for what it is and accept the potentiality that this is not going to work out, or you're going to have to pack it in, or you're just going to have to accept that they're not changing, this role's not changing unless you change. So I feel like, Libra, a lot of you have been rooted in your emotional past. I wish things could be like the old days. I'm visiting home and I just wish I could kind of encapsulate this and bring it with me on my next part of the adventure. No, this is your past. This is where certain emotional foundations lie, family, friends, upbringing, and good times, good people, great memories. But at the same time, it's almost default here, and it's not really offering you something that challenges your abilities anymore. Abilities to stand on your own 2 feet, abilities to share what you're learning and learn more along the way. The Seven of Pentacles, there is a resistance here because you do want to play it somewhat safe. That's because you have been burned by authority, experts, outsourcing your wisdom to other people who let you down and didn't have your best interests at heart at one point. Whether or not they're people in the legal, financial, medical profession, it just could have been somebody who was selling you something, selling you a dream. It could have been an authority figure, even like a parent or some sort of a wise elder you perceived, you know. The Nine of Pentacles, that's deep trust in yourself. It's very efficient, very thoughtful management of resources, not just money, but your health, your time, allies, friends, skills, managing all of that to enhance your overall well-being. So lean into the fact that sometimes when you're indecisive, it's more about you weighing up all options so that you get the best. So there's a tendency to want to play it safe, but then there's also an invitation into trusting that you know best for yourself. Don't doubt this vision. Maybe it's people that are coming up and like they might not, I don't get bad intention here from people. It could be your partner, your spouse that's saying like, I don't know, Libra, should you be doing that? Like, I don't know if that's going to work out for you. And you're like, oh my gosh. And the tendency then would be to kind of get triggered and project, oh, you don't trust me, or, you know, you've no faith in me, I'm not supported. Support yourself, have faith in yourself, trust in yourself. Don't worry, that will be mirrored back to you as well. Let's look into the Justice card, the higher self coming through with a hefty message for Libra this month. So obviously on one hand it sounds like make a decision, Libra, it's urgent, and then on the other hand it sounds like don't make a decision from urgency. So what does the Justice say? Eight of Wands. If anything, get moving. Some wand energy here, Six of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Eight of Wands, fiery energy, action energy. Get moving, get talking, get communicating. Do something about it. Make some sort of productive step. Get the ball rolling and spin things into action. I get the impression that your highest self is saying like you want new experiences. Well, then you have to change what you're doing somewhat, your daily routine, who you're talking to, who you're vibing with. Switch up the vibe. Get things kind of like moving again or continuing to move, and your decisions will seamlessly be lining up. It'll just make sense as to what to do next. This is a very synchronized, destined energy. This is karmic and fated at many times as well. So just continue to put one foot in front of the other. Don't slow down. Keep moving. It's okay to make mistakes. Change as you go. Continue to adapt and flow. That's what I would say from that. The Five of Pentacles in the environment. Wasn't that in reverse? I don't know why I think that was in reverse, but I'm reversing it now. Environment, people lacking belief and confidence, people coming out of lack, people making money again. Six of Swords. You might have found yourself, Libra, as this kind of like shoulder to cry on or a space holder this month. You are supporting somebody in their journey. You're supporting somebody overcome or return to themselves, return home. You could be bringing someone home, you could be chaperoning, you could be assisting or keeping company, helping someone move boxes. This is all about your assistance, your opportunity to shine now and be in an act of service to another. And this is somebody who truly does need the help and support because they're in a position, Five of Pentacles, of feeling unworthy, unlovable, inadequate. And you know that's simply not true, but they don't see that at this time in their life. So enter Libra as this kind of like bright light, bright aura. You're in a position to help. That shows how spacious you are at the moment and how abundant you might be, and obviously it's going to work in your favor. The Judgment card is coming through. Another really big energy. I didn't really notice that at the beginning, that both the Justice and the Judgment came through in your initial spread. That's huge. And November is a very powerful month of Queen of Wands, beautiful, Wheel of Fortune and the Tower and Ten of Pentacles, of sudden breakthrough in terms of the next steps in your journey, also what you're bringing to close, also bigger sums of money coming through and great opportunities for advancement in terms of legacy, your reputation, your business, and this Tower element just makes this kind of like unexpected or out of the blue. It's definitely not out of the ordinary, but it can be unexpected and sudden, and I think you're like, yeah, great, let's see where this goes. The Queen of Wands and the Judgment card, such a fearless energy, and you do feel like this is a time in your life where you have to be fearless, where you have to be brave, and just know that you are. This is something that you've already proven to yourself. The Judgment card would be in reverse if there was still any doubt there, if there was still any disbelief that you're able to do this. So Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Kings in the reading, Queens in the reading. These kind of people are masters of their craft. They know what they're doing. They know how to spin something golden. What about that spinning wheel, Rumpelstiltskin? That's coming to my mind. Oh my god, it's like, what was that riddle? Rumpelstiltskin and it's like spinning gold or something like that. Anyway, somebody figured out his name. They overheard him. I don't have any reason for saying this or anything, Libra, it just came into my mind. Anyway, Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you are so clear about what it is that you're moving towards or working on next by the end of this month. What have we got? The Ten of Wands. Okay, so starting with the Nine of Wands, ending with the Ten of Wands in this reading, you're getting there. You are so close to that finish line, to the end of this chapter, this period of maybe unemployment, this period of rest, this period of relaxation. You might be coming into a period of closing out a huge cycle of work, projects, a physical test or challenge. It could be anything that you're nearing the end of this chapter, and what lays beyond is the final stretch and clarity and movement, and then eventually the next beginning will await you. It's not this November by the looks of this reading. It's not the end of the month. You're still at the very kind of like end cycle phase by the end of the month, the end of this era, the end of this chapter. But even closer and closer you are now to the end of this journey. So keep on trucking, Libra. I'll see you soon.